crazy stuff on the internet to get people to wig, flip, and trip.
Wig, flip, and trip. Wig, flip, and trip. Wig, flip, and trip. Wig, flip, and trip.
Flail.
Wig, flip, and trip. Wig, flip, and trip.
Hello, Flail.
Wig, flip, and trip.
He's really been flailing.
And fail. Yes, I just wig, flip, and trip. Can you tell? Reality is losing its grip. I'm a shell of my former self, choosing to dip. And what's left of my dormant self, choosing to switch. I mean, the mistakes have been made, so searching for some change. But all I feel is rage, and it never was the same. If you're listening, it's too late. See you red like it's too late. But all I feel is pain, and it cuts like two days. This ain't no movie. It may be soothing, but the healing process is what should keep you moving. Yeah, I'm down in the dumps. Some may call it the slums. I'm really looking for those sweet lady lumps. Grabbed by the pussy. It's like President Trump. Staking in his rape. Giving you what you want. An excuse to play victim, humiliate, strip, strangulate, bitch. It seems like I just wig, flip it, trip, flip it, wig, flip it, trip, flip it, wig, flip it, trip, wig, flip it, trip, trip, wig, flip it, trip, 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 flip it, trip. So many thoughts in my mind. I probably wig, flip it, trip, getting caught up in the grind. I did flick and stitch. Now I know I'm doing time as I count down the ticks. Feeling hopeless. I got some assault. Wig, flip it, trip. Wig, flip it, trip. Wig, flip it, trip. Wig,
Oh, here we go. See,
Why is Urban such a little bitch?
Crash one trying to chase me down, and that's what's gonna happen.
Wig,
I don't know, man. He's just a garbage bitch.
Wig, flip it, trip. Wig, flip it, trip. Wig, flip it,
Damn, Shizzle.
Wig, flip it, trip.
Get some
Wig,
fucking,
flip it,
yo,
trip.
get some sound blocking headphones.
Wig,
That
flip
little
it, trip.
broke ass bitch.
What does he even? What does he do? Yeah, nothing. I think he's on it. Jeff.
There's that nothing, always, never, forever, everyone, someone.
I want to be clear on what you're talking about there.
Yeah, I don't think you've got the comprehension for it, saying you don't ever, never, and always. Fuck you.
Forever, always, nothing, never. It's the fantasy words we can all learn together. Forever, always, nothing, never. Caught saying these terms, you know it's birds of a feather. Didn't believe me when I said, some fish. The codes here are real empty. On a roll, still with. I'm in the zone, so come with. Out of the boulder, so get it. This rig is tricky, get decoded to that nitty gritty. You can't fool me. Very scary, talking about the berries. You can't fool me. Produce, soup, and dairy. Fantasy talk, Mariah Carey. On loop. Don't forget the black coupe and smoky stew. Pulling out a water paper just like the new news. Got a couple screws loose. Broke it dope like a noose. Ducking and dodging everything that you produce. Get it, produce, low fruit, 2 fingers up, old news, peace sign, whole clues. Can't believe you chose dude. Always think you're so cool. Nothing but some bad goo. Transparent and see-through. Fantasy talk fool. Forever, always, nothing, never. It's the fantasy words we can all learn together. Forever, always, nothing, never. Caught saying these terms.
So, all right, are we good now? Are we good?
Well, no, I was seeing, I thought I heard her, but yeah, you might want to drop down and recheck your audio.
Just keep me and War Diddy up here for right now, Jeff.
Yeah.
This is kind of serious.
But anyways, where were we?
Oh yeah, it's about 2 weeks ago, Jeff, on the 16th.
So you have something, I think Anthony has something for good guy. Yes.
I just kind of don't like the way that, like, Warbot's been dodging, good guy. I don't find it fair. When he's laid off of him.
Well,
And,
it'd be one thing if we could see, see his wife, maybe. I just wonder if he'd have the same energy, if people knew who he was.
Yeah. And then, basically, 2 weeks ago, I kind of, grifted some money off of Warbot. And before he sent me the money, he wanted to, verify that I'm real. And we, FaceTimed. And he showed me his stump.
Wait, are you
Dude, I've seen.
I thought you were serious for a
No,
second. I was like,
he's
I'm
dead.
dead serious,
Dude,
Jeff.
he's
Like
dead
he has a
serious,
prosthetic
Jeff.
leg, Jeff. He has a.
He's
Well,
dead
it's-
serious.
well, it's okay if he does. I just thought you were joking. I mean, I don't.
No, I mean,
I
it's
don't make
kind
fun of people's infirmities. You know what I mean? I would never do that. I mean,
hypocritical of the way he makes fun of Mitch's Mitch's life. He says he's like a paraplegic. when
So
he's
here's
one
what-
himself.
Here's how you guys
I
can
don't
really
know
know.
anything about that.
So Anthony hit me up, right? And I didn't believe it because trust me, this is amazing, right? So I'm like, nah, Anthony's messing with me, Warbot probably paid him to mess with me, whatever. And he tells me the whole story. If he wants to tell the story, he can. And I didn't believe it.
Right.
And then he sent me receipts. And the dude is not making anything up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, again,
showed
like
me,
I said,
at least
I
$1,000.
personally won't make fun of anybody's infirmity. That's just my opinion, and that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Cat Lady Kim, obviously you're not blocked because it says unblock me, Jeff. Okay, I was
And
confused.
here's another thing. NCF has me blocked because she accidentally sent me the link, and how would you know it? There was somebody in that chat.
Okay, we're gonna try let.
So me and Cruz were both in the private live before. Then Ed got involved and we both got kicked out.
Yep.
You were in the what now? There's
And
somebody.
NCF's private live, and she had Ed in the chat, but Jeff.
Were you guys in there when Ed was actually in there? Or?
Yeah, it said 502
So-
Valley Car Wash. That's his channel.
So he
Hold
has
on, real quick. I gotta confirm if this is who it is. Is that you? I believe. Oh, well, they dropped down again. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So Ed has me blocked, but people kept adding his username. So I gotta imagine he was there. Why would they use his username as opposed to his name?
Like, talking about like, I don't know, the person trying to come up. I'm sorry.
Actually, Stephanie, he's like a day trader.
I'm just trying to get this person. Okay, can you say something, Cat Lady?
Hey, Jeff.
There we are. Okay.
Hey, you got me blocked. Can you unblock me from your chat?
Which account do I have? What's it called? Because I saw the Cat Lady one.
Cat Lady. It's Cat Lady Kim.
Yeah, you're not blocked. I can actually put it on the screen.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah.
that's all I wanted.
No problem. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
So
You're
Oh
welcome.
my God. Can I just say one thing? I'm never gonna come up on panels and like ask somebody to unblock me. I just see how trolling that is. She like has to derail our. She just has to derail our story.
I wouldn't say it's trolling. It's just.
We're trying to talk about something serious here, Jeff. Like,
Well, go ahead, but still, I'm gonna allow somebody to say something. And if it's quick like that, it's done.
So what I'm wondering is, so remember he was supposed to have the surgery and then that was going to allow him to start exercising again and lose the weight and all that. How is he going to be exercising with a prosthetic leg? Can you, I mean, I know like men, like people in the military or men in general that have cocks and balls can do it. But this dude he hasn't stood up in like 5 years.
I don't know. I honestly don't feel comfortable talking about.
and another thing, his
no
thumb is
offense.
pretty wide. Like,
Okay,
he is overweight.
no
His
offense.
thumb is pretty big.
I just don't want to talk about somebody's infirmities on panel. Sorry, let's change the subject. I didn't kick anybody, by the way. Who dropped down? I think it was Gigi, or whatever you guys might know. But yeah, I just don't feel this is my opinion. But
Yeah, I just want to box to lay off.
Jesus.
wait, I don't understand. I'm confused. You talked about Warbot and your guy. I am lost. She said Warbot
I'm
was
on to
not
do the hustle, get up early in the morning. Hit the clock, brush your teeth, this the morning. The world's yours, player, time to get the ball in. Let's put some work in, here to call in. I had to do it to him. I had to do it to him. Yeah, what's the key to life? Oh, gotta feed the vibe. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got to do the work, just the process. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got the drug dealers, got the ball players. Gotta feed the vibe. Gotta see the guys. Read between the lines, child. Gotta read the ties. They took the piece of pie. God is demonized. Playing with my money, I'm gonna push your teeth aside. Oh, he go good to him. I just did it to him. Villainize your hustle, get some music to him. You like places, huh? He gonna do it to you. I can't floss my teeth when I'm chewing through you. They tried to cancel me, bitch. How'd it work out? They tried to dance with me, bitch. How'd it work out? They like the fantasy, bitch. How'd it work out? I could never gossip. I'm a boss and put some work out. Got the keys to the city. I'm a monster. Murder, stay winning over yonder. Walking over motherfucking crabs and lobsters. Bitch, it's just getting to the money like. I had to do it to him. I had to do it to him. Yeah, what's the key to life? I gotta feed the vibe. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got to do the work, trust the process. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got the drug dealers, got the ball players. I told my mama last night I'ma shoot you. No more Mr. Nice Goody Two Shoes. Yeah, I gotta take your life, gotta shoot you. Skip and hop and take a flight, Honolulu. Where we're going ain't no destination. Got a problem with me, bro, don't say something. The truth don't need motivation. The troops don't need motivation. I sell it out my shows. How that make you feel? Top of the album charts. How that make you feel? Look at me build my kingdom. How that make you feel? Goddamn, that boy be winning. Hey, how that make you feel? Took me over a decade for paychecks. Yes, head blind, I won all the taste tests. Never allow myself to get gate kept. Oh, bitch, I'm just getting to the money like. I had to do it to him. I had to do it to him. Yeah, what's the key to life? Oh, gotta feed the vibe. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got to do the work, trust the process. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got the drug dealers, got the ball players. I had to do it to them. I had to do it to them. Yeah, what's the key to life? Got to feed the vibe. Feed the dogs in the morning. Got to do the work, trust the process. Gotta feed the dogs in the morning. Got the drug dealers, got the ball players. World fucking class.
Mm-hmm. Welcome everybody to Tyrant Bird and Bird. Yes, we're streaming on both at the same time, so it doesn't matter where you're at, where you're leaving your comments. Just know that yes, we will be migrating to the Bird channel. In fact, I will caution you for all of you listening right now. Just know that here in just moments, yes, if you don't know where Bird is, well, ask your friends. Because the Tyrant Bird side, well, yeah, hate to break it to you, but yeah, it's about to be ex-nade on the entree. Let's see here. Edit, boop, watch this. Ready for it? Get ready for it. Ooh, look at this. Privatize, and bam! All right. Well, if you notice the picture, well, then you know. If you don't know like I know, well, let me just tell you, nothing makes you stiffer than rigor mortis. Yeah, ain't that right, Brett? Yeah, I heard you real hard up for that shit. Just saying. Like how bad did you want your sister's dead ex? You know what I mean? I had to do it to him. I had to do it to him. All right. Well, anyway, let's see here. Yeah, we got that. Let's see. Yeah. Welcome to the return of Bloody Bobby. Yeah, I'm sizzling. Mm-hmm. Yep. Out for blood, motherfuckers. Oh, fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta wear things with a badge of honor. You know what I'm sizzling? You know what I'm saying? Yep, you do. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm sizzling. All right, well, anyways, we're gonna jump right into the fuck shit real quick. I got a few things to say. Stay tuned.
Can't catch me when I'm too damn fast. Hey, you can't last. Work too hard to turn back now. If they don't like me, that's too damn bad. Bitch, don't touch what you can't have. Yeah, you can't have. Just 'cause I
up on me, she might not toss that bitch with a two-hand pass.
Tied up, gather now, I got your keys. straight from the block, I hop out the keys. Tryna got niggas that I hop out the squeeze. Leave a nigga jumping out of that screams. I gotta breathe.
I don't get enough shit
Shout out to me. Snitch ass bitches brought out the D's. Wu-Tang shit, I brought out the B. Work too hard to go back to the days where I made just a minimum wage. What's that? I need head 3 times a day. If not, we ain't on the same page. What's that? Google fucking on my network. Say I got 2, 3 M's in my name. What's that? Nigga, I done made at least 20 M's. Bitch, better fix that shit. I'm paid. What's that? This a flex and a piss and chest. Fuck the disrespect. I gotta interject. I gotta lift the weight till on my bench depressed. My life been the shit. You niggas been depressed. You either misdirected or you incorrect. I gotta Smith the West and let her rip your flesh and let her split your neck until you miss the sections. I'm an evil curse inside a bigger blessing. Nigga, I don't wanna be in no relationship. I need no playing with my head. What's that? I made too much money last year. But Santa half of my bread. What's that? I know you really want the Rari, but you had to settle for the vet instead. What's that? Little bitch stuck in my web. What's that? Doc said I'm over my meds. What's that? Let's go.
I gotta say, I love spending my lunch break like this. This is a great way to spend my lunch break. Hey, what up to Ernie Shell? Hey, bro. Hey, keep an eye over your shoulder, bro. I heard some people are trying to stuff you in a van, slam you up with a bunch of bad heroin.
Nickel and diamond.
They went on to
give me a
random
diamond.
street.
I want it all. I'ma dig in your pocket. She wanna fuck me to get on my wallet. Whoa. My rims are clean, they be sitting in common. I'm about to count on my comments in private. Our bank account ain't got nothing in common, nigga. Yo. And your common sense don't make sense on my comments. If you got no sense and no comments on comment, bitch, I'm so wavy, I live on an island. Nah, scratch that. I'm floating on stars and eating some ramen. I'm not from this world, I got houses on comments. I'm trapping out the motherfucking hallway. Niggas ain't learned that they gotta learn the hard way. Empty my clip like John Wayne. Niggas want play, they must think it's a Broadway. Oh, you want beef, that's okay, bitch. It's a rap, that's where that you prolate. Lock shit down like probate. In your bitch mouth, that's where the Colgate. I get the 9 up in my mama curve. We're selling nickels and dimes in the Kalana piss. I had the juice in my mind, thought I was vitamins. I kept some niggas in line, they knew what time it is. I can never go back to the times when I was packaging, trying to get out the back of the projects where my auntie lived. Up in the trap in the parlor, cause the back of a recline, cause up in the back of my mind, I knew it was a matter of time before I died. Sideboard. Niggas wonder why I got a different color eye for it. My lord. Terminator Lucas knock a nigga off his high horse. Skyborn. I'm the type of nigga that honest bitches alive for. I'm the type of nigga that all your bitches would die for. I'm the type of drug that a sober bitch get high for. I don't want to be in no relationship. I don't need no playing with my head. What's that? I made too much money last year. I was saying to half my bread. What's that? I know you really want the Rari, but you had to settle for the vet instead. What's that? Little bitch stuck in my way. What's that? Doc said I'm over my meds. What's that?
La, 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 la. Yeah. Go enjoy your vacay, Ernie. Oh, here, let me help you. We don't need any spreading of the ass AIDS up in this bitch anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, bye. Go enjoy your vacay. Fuck. You think that they would get it, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Yo, answer me this. Why is everybody so scared to suddenly say my name? Like that guy, the anonymous person, that one guy that we're not talking about. Like, listen. Like, if you're too scared to say somebody's name, maybe you shouldn't spend all of your time talking about them. You know what I mean? Like, or learn how to not talk about them. If you're too scared to say their name, you know what I mean? Know what I'm sizzling? Ooh, heard this was hitting neighborhoods nationwide.
All right, folks. Thank you all for sticking around. I just because you were all so patient today and waiting for this to be heard this afternoon, I didn't want to let you leave today without giving you some indication of my findings and conclusions in this matter. So, as I mentioned, I've carefully listened to all the evidence presented. I'm going to make the following findings in this matter after a full hearing and opportunity for everyone to be heard. I'm going to find that the plaintiff and the defendant began an online relationship, so to speak, about 7 or 8 months ago. The communications initially started off okay, I think by everyone's admission. For one reason or another, those communications took a downhill turn, to put it lightly, when the defendant started making specific comments and threats with respect to Ms. Brooks. In particular, he began by making comments about the plaintiff's genitalia, a very graphic and detailed comment online about her vagina. vagina being must be like a sewn up pussy of a 12-year-old.
Yeah. You know, I've received a lot of ROs over this shit, but you know what I have never gotten? An RO for threatening to rape somebody or comparing their vagina to a 12-year-old sewn up pussy. Yeah, nope. Those are two things that I've never had to deal with. Like, that's never happened. But you know who has? Well, a really interesting individual who we will be actually taking a deeper dive in as we interview one of his offspring. Well, maybe we should say his only real offspring. And that interview is going to be quite interesting, as we'll just say that family secrets are about to be unveiled. It's going to be a good time. And how am I going to score that interview? Well, just watch. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I score that interview. But before we get there, just know that there's other things on the chopping block. You know what I'm sizzling? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Maybe don't. Maybe don't. Let me help you out. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, maybe not. Goodness. I just can't get nothing right today. Yeah, there's that. That's fucking brutal. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Here we are. This dumb slut. Yeah, look at the DTK. You know, like this. Oh my God. Like, did Connie run through this slut or what? Like, look at this little fucking slice of fucking syphilis right there. You know what I mean? Like, that bitch screams disease. Like, it looks like it's coming out of her eyeballs. Like, what is that? Like, oh man. Someone stop that. She got Google eyes for Connie and the devil. I mean, maybe it's just like, does that signify that she's horny for Connie? Anybody? It looks like she's kind of horny for Connie. My guess is, just like Brett likes to dig up fucking dead Mary on occasion, my guess is, well, this is where Rebel's shoving his dick late night when no one's paying attention to the gravesite. Jesus. Yeah. This little cum guzzler, man. Like, how many men do you think she swallowed before her husband found out? My guess is way more than you ever would have known. I don't know, Brett. Were you just jealous that you weren't getting it? That's my guess, right? She looks halfway normal. You know what I mean? Other than all those fucking nasty ass little fucking dots all over her face. Like, someone hit her with a Sharpie, or does that bitch just have bad complexion? Like, I don't know. You tell me. You know what I mean? My guess is just another judicial pass around, right? Like, supposed, victim advocate. No. She wasn't holding hands. She was spreading leg. You know what I mean? Yep. That's a thing. Yeah, my guess is that Brett probably fucked her a couple of times behind his brother's back. But, I mean, that's just a guess. There's nothing to support that, No real evidence. Not by any means. How's everybody doing in the chat? Yeah, like, it just got way brisk in this bitch. Awfully quick. What a Wanda. Let's see if we can't get Wanda hooked up with her much deserved accolades up in this bitch. Been a while. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Here we go. Oh, no. Wrong channel. Let's see here. Switch account. There we go. Anyways, so how's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? Yes? Rapper. I'm not even going to take the time to shoot you down. I'm going to let somebody else do it. Why? Well, because they probably dislike you more than I do. We should get into rappers. I guess a rapper had an interesting cam slip. Yeah, bro, you're a fucking loser looking fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up loser looking fuck. Like, what are you even doing here? Like, what is the purpose? Now, I'm only with you here for a brief moment or five, as I do have to go back to work and finish killing it because, well, that's what men do, right? They get after it. They make money. Something interesting in the developments. I'm now super confused. I'm like so confused because, you know, right now there's talks of like what I owe on taxes, though nobody's gotten the number right. So they really don't know, but they've gotten close. They've gotten close. I heard someone say the other day that I owed $500,000, maybe more. I mean, not quite. I don't know. Maybe the IRS sees it differently. But I'm pretty sure last time we talked, like I did not owe $500,000. And then, you know, someone lowballed me and said that I owed, you know, $250,000. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, even if I fell somewhere in between, what's that say about the kind of money that I make? But you want to play me out broke? Want to act like I ain't got none? Like, I mean, listen, like, I get it. It sucks to suck. And you wish people were as miserable or worthless as you. Yes, you do. But unfortunately, that's just sometimes not the case. But to Black Rose's comment there, it ain't nobody's fucking business. Why do you not know how much I owe the IRS? Because that is an issue between me and the IRS. Yes. We'll just say that you don't know many people like me. Nope. And once I'm done dealing with it, I will be writing a book, how to call if I were to done this. This is how I would have done it. And then we're not going to discuss about what I may or may not have done. We're going to discuss what I may or may not would have done. Yeah. I mean, kind of like O.J. Simpson with the whole, like, did I do it? You know? Like, we might be writing a few of those books, actually. You know, I want people to think about this really hard because they really need to check their perception. I want you to think about this, okay? Right now, just a tiny sliver of a portion of my freedom of speech could be in jeopardy for a year on multiple cases, right? Like, and what's interesting is then currently there's a 2-year ban on my speech. You know, just as another sliver, but I want some, I would say, understanding to all this complicated violations to my freedom of speech that I'm so willingly to absorb as nothing more than, we'll just say, we'll say that, you know, it's something that I have to do to accomplish a bigger picture, right? A bigger accomplishment comes from the downfall of losing these little slivers of my freedom of speech. And let me tell you, like, what I mean, right? So on the 2-year, right? So I'm sitting on a 2-year. And what was I able to accomplish there? Well, I was able to accomplish putting things on a record that will ultimately prevent someone from ever getting off of a specific list. Yes, those things were entered into evidence. It is now part of testimony, questions asked and answered, right? It becomes evidence that's utilized in the next situation, in the upcoming legal, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, like, sometimes you got to take the L to get the W. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I can't explain it to you because you'll never really understand. Not without me being able to be more specific. But let me just say it like this, and maybe we'll leave it at that. What I'm now capable of doing is dragging information that will be on court record that will now be able to be distributed across neighborhoods and communities that deserve to know the dangers and the truth about individuals in those communities. Oof. Wait until people learn about getting a restraining order for threatening rape and then making the reference about the 12-year-old vagina. I can only assume that parents are going to be rather scared for their children's well-being just based on those statements alone, and as they should be. Now, some people say, well, I couldn't believe it. You know, let's go in real life to inform people about it. Well, Yes, that is real life, but it's also real life that those threats are being made, right? So when you look at it, people should have knowledge of what is going on. People should have that information at their fingertips, ready to take action if necessary. Yes, they should. And it is my God-given right and my American duty as a hero to the President Donald Trump to establish safety in these communities that are now endangered by the very people they have been exposed to and will be exposed to, and that will continue to expose. You know, something that they never can say about me is nope, never got an RO for a, threat of rape, nor comparing it to a 12-year-old vagina. Nope, never happened. Never sucked a red rocket turtle dick either, but there seems to be quite a few people out there doing that nowadays. Yep, yeah, there is. Oh, this shit is too much. Let's see what I got going here. Anyway, let me get this slice of syphilis off my fucking screen here. All right. Find something more appealing to look at, or not. It could get worse. Like we can start singing "You Are My Sunshine" all over again, right, AC? Right? Like it's funny how Connie will cup you. Interesting. Get in my belly. Well, just know that because we can't talk about certain individuals and we lost our freedom of speech in so many instances now, it leaves us short on people to talk about. So this channel now will be covering Chicky on a broader scale, a deeper dive, as you will. Yep, we're going to look into some of the causes of the tumor neck. Yeah. Maybe you should take some turmeric for your tumor neck. I don't know. Just food for thought. We got a shitload of clips that we can play. We won't be providing any commentary because, the law will provide us with 3 meals and a fucking free bed. Yep, they would. Yeah, so no commentary for those, but we will upload them. We will play them. We will go ahead and make sure to document everything that we need to document. Yep. I got to be careful which memes I hit here. There's certain ones I can't hit, but then again, there are certain ones I can. Yes, there's definitely that. Yep, Mensa meets here, everybody. Like, look at this dumb slut. Like, this bitch wishes she was relevant so bad that I wouldn't be surprised if she wouldn't be willing to suck that Ernie AIDS HIV right out of his cock live on air and swallow it just so she could go home and French kiss Frank. How much you want to bet? Yeah, anybody? Takers? Anybody want to make bets on that? Like I'm 5-1 odds. Bet she does. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, well, I just wanted to check in, let you all know that, despite the background noise, despite all the talk or the lack thereof, just know that you're probably not going to be hearing too much of bird, as it appears an entire community has now scattered like roaches in fear to say it as if I were Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm sizzling? Like, listen. Don't ask for what you don't want. Don't start none, you won't be none. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you cannot fucking ask for it. And then suddenly when you receive it, you want to pretend like you're a fucking victim. All of you. Every last one of you fucks. Like, stop that. Gotta say, we might be setting new world records. I am pushing to get the most ROs out of any YouTuber on YouTube. Yep, I am shooting for that. Right now, as it stands, we are up to 8. Yep, 8. One of them was successful, but out of the 8 that have taken place, yep, there's only one that I got hit on. Yep, that happened. Who knows? Like, chances are I'll probably get hit on more than that by the time this is all done. Yeah, long duck. Yep. That's the thing. Holy shit, right? And I think that's only over like a 2.5 year period. Think about that. Like, wow, people must really have hurt feelings. I can understand that. I don't know what's blowing up right now. I'm assuming it's probably my Discord. Let's see what we got here. Yep, all's well. Wow. I've been looking through some of these archives. Holy shit. You know, I gotta say, if you really evaluate it, with all of the mean things people have said to me, or about me, but really that they have said to me, I'm a very forgiving and patient person. I don't even think you realize that. Like, if you were to listen to the things that I have, like, had to endure and tolerate in my fucking eardrums about myself, and I would say 98% defamatory, deceptive, untrue, I would have to, like, evaluate the fact that I am a very forgiving and patient person. Yeah. Now, what you got to worry about is, what does my tolerance to that look like? I mean, I've been enduring it for quite a while, right? Like, what does my tolerance actually look like to that? Well, and I think that some know that, you know, I am self-controlled. I am self-controlled. I am in full control of my actions. Yes, I am. You might not like some of my actions, but I am absolutely 1000% in control of myself. Unlike a lot of you. Provably. But you know what's really funny to me? What's really funny to me is how people that do the most have this habit, or I would say reaction, where they want to act like they have been victimized in the worst way. They want to act like they are subject to danger, when in fact the danger that they're in is nothing more than what they create for themselves. Again, be careful what you ask for. You might just fucking get it. You know what I'm sizzling? Yeah.
I'ma try and warn you, just a little word of advice. There's a little frog that lives in the mountain. It may look nice, but don't eat the Cisneck mountain chicken. No matter what your friends are saying, don't eat the Cisneck mountain chicken. It's got a little fungus that'll have you praying. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Now you might think it's a strange name, but if you ever eat a bite, you'll understand. Because this little frog tastes just like chicken, but not the kind of chicken you eat with your hands. So don't eat the Cisneck mountain chicken, no matter what your friends are saying. Don't eat the Cisneck mountain chicken. It's got a little fungus that'll have you praying. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And this little frog's in danger, so I ain't lying when I say don't eat the Cisneck mountain chicken. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. It may be your cousin that gave you this warning. Maybe you saw a little ribbit in your dreams. Maybe it was a friend that told you, and I'm here to tell you what it means. So don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken, no matter what your friends are saying. Don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken. It's got a little fungus that'll have you praying with. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Now you might think it's a strange name, but if you ever eat a bite, you'll understand. Because this little frog tastes just like chicken, but not the kind of chicken you eat with your hand. So dog, you might think it's a strange name, but if you ever eat a bite, you'll understand. Because this little frog tastes just like chicken, but not the kind of chicken you eat with your hand. So don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken. So I ain't lying when I say don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken. It's got a little fungus that'll have you praying. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And this little frog's endangered, so I ain't lying when I say don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. It lay you ribbit. And this little frog's endangered, so I ain't lying when I say don't eat the cis neck mountain chicken. Ribbit, ribbit.
So yeah, so we're buds, but here's Cruz is back. So
what's it called? I'm gonna look like really good through our DMs because I do have a lot of DMs with him because he was sending me like a lot of messages and I would reply to him.
Who's that?
You guys,
Me?
Oh no, like Warbot.
Oh,
what are his henchmen telling you they're gonna do to you in DMs right now?
I thought him and Warbot were cool. Wait, no, you were saying Warbot was.
Jacob said that he already has
I
my
don't know.
key.
Oh.
You heard
I
me?
thought you and Warbot were cool though. That's weird. So when did you guys start not getting along, Anthony? I didn't know.
I mean, I told him to lay off the doxing, but when he put like good guy's wife as his picture, that was too far. They want to claim to be innocent, but they're doing harm too.
I didn't know that even happened. That's crazy.
Do you not agree, good guy? I mean, they claim to be innocent, but look at the harm they do.
Not only that, they claim that the justification for all the shit they do to me is because NTF claimed that I called her work, got her fired, called Rooster's work, got him fired, and called her school when I don't even know where the fuck her kid goes to school, called her kid's school and got CPS involved. So that's like part of the justification. And then it's just bullshit because when she said that, what's her name didn't even have a job and she can't keep a job. I didn't get that bitch fired.
Can we clear this up? You said something. I just want to, before I forget it, because you know how forgetful I am, good guy. So you did not, and you're clearing it up right here in public on panel. You did not call whatever you said school or something else. Like
I will recount everything I've done publicly, and I do everything publicly with the exception of one thing. Yeah. So I have for sure called Ed's wife. We all know that.
Well, yeah, we all heard it. We all heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that. I never contacted anybody in Cam's family, but I did contact the DA he worked with. Okay, so that I did take IRL.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And then the only other thing I did IRL, Nanya's gonna be pissed about this, but somebody in the council was like trying to get in touch with her sister or something like that. And I was like, look, if she comes on panel, I'll pay her. I didn't reach out myself, but they sent that offer to her. Obviously it didn't happen. But those are the three things really I took offline. Other than that, everything's just been on YouTube.
That's weird. Okay, so I'm glad you cleared that up because in my mind, like a while back, I'm thinking maybe you did like 100 IRL things because that's what people like. That's why I say I don't believe everything I hear, see, or read, or whatever you want. Because not everything is true, and people take things as the gospel truth. And so not that I agree with maybe some of the things you did. Whatever, and that's fine. But see what you just said is totally the opposite narrative that some people are saying you done.
There's one more thing I didn't realize. So Cam was having remember he kept going through that phase where he was like claiming he was going to do these catches, like when he was kind of off YouTube, and he would go on Facebook and be like, yeah, I have so and so lined up to catch, but I need money, blah blah blah. And so he was doing one where he was like doing a hero LARP, and he's like, oh, I have to go to this guy's place and he definitely has guns and there's no service there, so I can't go live. And he told us the town the guy lives in. So I called the police. JD actually played this on his live. I called the police in his town. I said, look, there's this guy online. He's claiming he's going to confront a citizen in your town and he has guns. I think you should be aware so that way nobody gets killed in your town. That I did IRL. That we also
in Minecraft, right?
Yeah, Minecraft. But in Minecraft IRL. But if you think about it, all my calls have all been released on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's my style. Because if I was going to, let's say, call NTS work, I would record that shit and play it live.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't agree with some things, but everybody's different, but yeah.
713-334-8004, Mike Jones.
I remember that commercial. No, I think it was J.G. Wentworth.
I didn't back you on something. I didn't defend you. Like, first things first, I don't need to defend anyone. The times that I do step in on shit is because I was there for this, or I seen this, or I can attest to the receipt to being shown, or something of that fucking nature. But Silver Diamond, you did this on a fucking panel. And then when I questioned you, about it, you really quickly fucking, oh no, we can talk behind the scenes. No, you've done this in public now. Now, I didn't give you shit for some of the other stuff that that was clipped on Hostle's channel because
so obviously my parents got called about a year ago, and called and emailed and texted to the point where they got pretty spooked and got their attorney and asked what they should do. But don't think they made any formal reports or anything to my knowledge. And then somebody made a website about me with pictures of my kids, my house, my job. Speaking of my job, pretty much everybody in like Warbot and Cam's little circle called my job many times. Difference is when they put things up about me or call my job, I'm actually an established professional. Despite being here with all you crazy welfare addicts, I actually have like things that could.
I'm not on welfare, by the way.
I know. But... I'm not really referring to.
I know. I just said
if you look at Warbot's circle, for the most part, it's like welfare recipients and things like that. But they don't understand that, like, oh wow, like they put a bunch of fake things on a website saying that I talked to a 15-year-old decoy and that I beat up women and this and that. And that it actually affects me if somebody wants to do business with me and finds that. And at the end of the day, that just hurts my family. But like anything that happens to them, they really don't have anything to lose. So I think that's where they don't have any appreciation for like just keeping it off YouTube on YouTube.
Right.
You know?
And again, I know, and I don't care anymore. People can say he's Jeffing and I'm being whatever. There literally is something.
Dub, you're not wrong.
People that went so overboard a while back. This is over a year and a half ago, and they're just now getting, the charges and whatnot. And then I got two more people and some other people told me about other people. And sometimes it takes a while with internet stuff, But when they go too far, like putting little children's personal, you know what I mean? That's when I draw the line,
Oh yeah.
Hey, Crafting, how you doing? Good to see you, Crafting.
Anything and everything's on the table with those guys. It would be interesting though if they were doxxed and people knew who they were and where they lived, like me. See if they'd have that energy. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, like the ones. Well, here's the thing: is the reason why it took so long with the couples because they were using sock accounts, VPNs, and everything else, and they were able to finally, law enforcement or the district attorney or something of that nature was able to access it through legal means. You know, so.
Where's this shit?
But yeah, it's it can get pretty grainy in the YouTube streets. And like I said, I didn't used to as much, but when I log off, unless I go to another live because I say I'm going to go there or I want to, I'm done. I do my regular life, and I might come back a couple hours later, see what's going on, all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Nanya, the question is, right, like, so if NTF called my parents and told them what I do on YouTube, then would I be wrong to call her mother-in-law and tell her about what everybody's seen on the can slips and various other things that maybe she's doing on YouTube? That would just be pretty much exactly what she did to me. I don't know. Anybody disagree with that?
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. I would say I personally, I don't know. I don't want to. I personally wouldn't call somebody else's family, friends, loved ones, neighbors, whatever. Personally, but if they did to me, I don't know. That's a good one. I'll have to think about it and get back with you on that one.
Yeah,
What do you think, Anthony?
I don't plan on doing it. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I don't plan on doing it necessarily, but I mean, if they just if that's what it comes to, I mean, I would think that there's just going to be a lot more she has to lose in that situation than me. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
I just think that people need to keep things internet beef, and quit going IRL. That's just my opinion. And I think a lot of people, and I think, and maybe I'm wrong, Gigi, and I was going to ask you in private, and I hope you don't mind me asking you this in public, and you don't have to answer, obviously, but maybe you went a little too far because people were going too far at you. Is that true? Like, as far as like the doxing, like I admit, like I doxed some people because they doxed me, or I was mad because they were, you know what I mean? Like it got to me where the point where you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? I'm trying.
Yeah, well, to be real, Ed never really did anything to me before I called his wife. So Ed, you could arguably say Ed didn't deserve it, and I actually don't really say that much, but that's kind of true. But like anybody else, like they've legit called my job, called my parents.
Right. Yeah.
Is what it is, right?
Because they assumed you called one of their whatever family members or something like that. So then it was like tit for tat.
You know, I don't even think that they believe NTF. I think they just want they're so. The problem is they're so upset because when you notice when I drag, I go off of reality. I don't make up stories. Like Warbot is living a loser's existence. There's nothing that will change. So when I bring that up and I show it to everybody, that hurts.
Have you tried?
He doesn't know how to get back at me without having his people do things to me in real life.
Let me switch gears a little bit, and because I mean, a lot of this, I just don't know a lot about. But have you actually tried maybe to go up on Warbot's? He has a panel, I think, once a week. It's really early in the morning my time.
I tried. He didn't want to answer any questions about his situation.
Oh, so he let you up at least, so to talk. You know, you guys can try to talk or whatever. Or...
Yeah, I just, we started talking, and then like I got him to talk about how he has all these accomplishments he's proud of, and then when I said, "Oh, great, that's what I wanted to get at. Can you tell us what they are?" Then he started walling up and didn't want to answer any questions because he doesn't have any. Like he's a guy that inherited some money, and he was a drug addict. Like he was an oxy addict, and that's like the extent of his existence. He's just an oxy addict with some money.
I will say this, just in defense of anybody who's recovering oxy addict. I don't know if I was considered an addict. I was prescribed them, and one day, I said this before, I went in. I said, "I'm done." with being on all these opioids. They had me. It was one of those clinics, those pain. You know what I'm talking about? Pain clinic deals. I walked in and said, "I'm done," and I was scared to death. Like, am I gonna die from? I've heard so many stories. People that have been prescribed that shit. And then I went to my doctor, and he put me on a very low dose of something else, and I'm down to one pain thing and one for my heart. Like, I'm down to like so less medications now. It's crazy. So, like, anybody that's a recovering opioid addict, I don't care who they are, I give them props. Just FYI, I wouldn't throw it out there.
Oh,
That's
and
like
then the justification for my website was because somebody in the council made websites themselves. But really, it all stems from like Edward stuff. Like, for the most part, they're still mad about things that I did to Edward, and then they were just using, like, they all know NTF was lying, but they use that as the justification, I guess. I don't know.
That happens on YouTube in general, though. Like, if somebody tells a lie, like, whether even in chat, and then they'll take it, somebody else will take it, create their own narrative, then somebody else will take that. Like the telephone game. You know what I mean? It's like, I've said this like 1,000 times in my panel. I don't want to repeat myself over and over, but it's like I said, I was second in line in 4th grade, and the question was, or the comment was, we whisper each other's ear around a circle, the frog is green. That's all it was. And when it came back around, it was a whole fairy tale. It's like,
but
what?
if you notice, like, guys, like, Warbot's been, he comes here because this is a different existence for him. He
I think we all do it in that way.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
know.
But for him, it's like an escape in a different way. And when his reality gets brought into it, it really hurts him. Like, if you guys really want to know how to piss Warbot off, besides like the innocent trolling, just start talking about like real life shit for him.
But here's
That's
the
why
thing.
the leg thing kills him too.
Here's what I don't understand. Maybe you can help me. I really don't. I'm not a troller. Like, I try to be nice everywhere I go. One in the chat, if you agree with me to an extent, at least. I try to be nice. I never try to start shit. At least, let's just say the last, 4 or 5 months or something. Maybe because during my drunk stage, I did a lot of stupid shit. I get that. But I really don't try to start shit. And if you agree with me, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't agree with me, put 2. And that's
Jeff,
fine.
You get attacked by everybody just because you're an easier target. Let's be real. You don't really do, like, come on. When you dox people, it's not even like you dox people that have already been doxed. You're not even like, it's not like you're coming out with these new doxes when you're doxing. You know what I mean? You're just an easy target for them. That's all.
And to the best of my memory, because I always say that, because somebody will say, well, what about last week? To the best of my knowledge, unless it slipped out with me not knowing about it, I haven't doxed anybody in a long time.
Jeff, I couldn't name one person that you doxed for the first time. I can name people's names,
right,
but I don't know if you truly doxing anybody for the first time.
Yeah, it was because I got it from somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, look, Warbot and his people have doxed every family member of mine. Everybody knows all my family now.
That's crazy.
You know, that to me is worse than you saying some names we already knew.
Yeah, we found out there's actually, I live in a state where there's laws against a lot of stuff that people, I can't get too much in detail, but there's a lot of people doing what they need to do legally with the stuff that's going on YouTube. And there's some streams that if they're not taken down soon, they can actually get another felony. I'll leave it at that. But I just want to say real quick, Mike Saha, hey, it's been a while. I wish Ray was here, but if you want to come up, you're welcome to come. The link is pinned. That is the real Mike Saha, folks. The voice that Ray impersonates perfectly is actually in the house. So welcome, Mike Saha. We have David in the house here. Welcome, David. Sorry.
No problem. You got to do your thing. You're hosting.
I wish you would do more of your. I never used to do your shows. And, I think lost that channel.
Probably
took it down or something.
PatCon and White Claw are probably, well, there was literally 12 to 15 people calling my work, sending them links to my channel.
Good Lord.
But PatCon and White Claw are probably the only ones who remember my lives. I think my lives were the best lives that have ever existed in terms of dragging. But it was really nasty shit. Like, it was me and JD, and
I know.
We
and
were just
yeah.
well. If you
Sometimes
remember,
Nate,
yeah, Nate too. But Nate's not a mean guy like we are.
Yeah, can I say, or I don't want to interrupt you, but or I just want to say something. Nate, I look, I don't want people going up. I don't think anybody is going after Nate. He's a young, yeah, I don't want to say anything else. I think people understand what I'm getting to. I just want to be careful what I say, but I don't think he means harm. You know what? He's actually messaged me.
He's a nice dude. He's a real
yeah,
nice guy.
He was actually looking out for me when we weren't. It's not that we weren't really getting along. It's just that you guys are kind of, the council was kind of coming after me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Gigi,
there's definitely been times where the council has come after you.
But you know what? Nate would message me and say, "Hey Jeff, so and so is doing this or something. So I just want to let you know." I'm like, "Thank you," or at least thumb up. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I he's a young man. He's got his whole life ahead of him. He's got his own little issues, and I don't need to go any further into that. And I just personally would go after him. That's just my opinion. I think he's doing his thing.
I don't know. My favorite live, I don't even know which one it is. I think White Claw. I think my favorite live was. So at the height of the council versus Cam, I had started to gain some traction where my lives were getting like 60, 70 people sometimes, right? And Cam had his birthday coming up. Cam's birthday is like November, I think. So it was like right after he doxed me, like a month after he doxed me. And he had scheduled his birthday live like a week in advance. And at that time, I had been going live. I would go live in the afternoon, like almost every day. Which was bad, was a bad habit. But anyways, so on his birthday, I ran a live from morning till 6 p.m. and my live had like 30 more people in it than Cam's live. It was fucking awesome, and I was playing like, oh, it was great. So we were joking back then about Cam having to go to prison over his, like he would perjure himself on grand juries in New York. Yeah, White Claw was awesome, right? Remember I was playing the Pistol Pete documentary? So there's a documentary of all.
Wait! Is this on your channel, dude?
No, those are all gone, unfortunately.
Oh shit!
But basically, there was a documentary, like a really hood New York documentary back in the early 2000s of like the toughest dudes who ever went to Rikers Island, right? Yeah. Like the most gangsterous motherfuckers. And there's one dude, he's like the New York Suge Knight. You remember that stack? It was awesome.
Yeah.
He's like the New York Suge Knight. Like everybody's scared of him. He used to like make sure like Biggie was okay and like Fat Joe and Big Pun, like these guys didn't get beat up and all that. But I was playing that documentary. I'm like, and me and JD are like, yeah, this is the dude that Cam's gonna be in a cell with and this and that.
Oh my goodness.
Like this guy is known. He's famous for putting a razor in his foreskin so that he can get it out to the yard and then slashing a bunch of dudes with it.
Okay, in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Just be careful what you like.
Yeah. He was actually the first predicate in Rikers Island. So like in Rikers Island in the 80s and 90s, you used to not get in trouble for stuff you did on the island. So like if you did something in Minecraft, very violent to somebody in Rikers, you didn't get charged again. Pretty much, it was like a free for all. He was the first predicate, meaning like he was the first guy that they shackled up, like didn't let him, do anything. So he's like the toughest of the toughest New Yorkers. But Cam's birthday live was fucking awesome. The only thing missing was if we could have gotten his father to come. That would have been amazing.
I don't take offense. I'm just want to remind everybody to read my banner. Whatever anybody says in chat or on panel, I may or may not necessarily agree with, and so on and so forth. And I'm not.
Yeah, no, Jeff.
Because people say Jeff, because sometimes people will say Jeff started a drama panel. No, I didn't. I'm just allowing y'all to come up and say what you want to say within reason, and I'm just so I want everybody to be clear on that. I'm just popping the chat.
Oh, Jeff, we're getting you donos. We're getting you donos.
Oh no, no, I appreciate it, folks. I need to give. I don't know if Fat Cat is still in here, but I think
yeah, they just gave you a dono.
So. Oh shoot! Thank you, Fat Cat. A super sticker. Hey, I can't start or like it, but thank you so much. I
So-
appreciate that. Thank you for the 5.
The
Oh, man,
justification.
There's
Oh, so the justification for NTF calling my
Thank
parents was that I was too mean to
wasn't
her.
it a voice? I'm sorry, there's a lag.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was that a voice? I think it was a voicemail, wasn't it, or something like that?
Well, no. She actually called them, got them on the phone, and emailed and texted them.
Oh shoot!
But
that's crazy.
But here's the deal. So the justification was that I was being too mean to her on YouTube. Like they even said that. So it brings me to mind the funny shit. Because when we did the NTF lives, there was some stuff that I won't even mention on your channel for, Minecraft purposes. But there was one live we did,
and I appreciate that, by the way, Gigi. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
For watching out much. I sincerely appreciate you for that. And I can't wait to actually have a phone call with you one time just to shoot the shit. But go ahead.
For sure. So we obviously had run her background, right? Like not me. There's one person in the council that runs backgrounds. So they ran her background. And there's like the address history. And she has legit lived in like 8 hooker motels. Okay.
And now I'm sorry, I lost track who we're talking about. I'm sorry.
So NTF's address history, there's like 8 different like hooker motels. Okay.
Oh no.
And like that's like
Thank
basically.
you, Cat, sorry. Thank you, Cat Lady Kim. Thank you so much for, I believe, becoming a general support member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go ahead. Good guy.
And so this isn't a dox because she lived there 8 years ago, or at this point 9 years
Well,
ago, I think.
still just don't say.
All right.
You know what
So
I mean?
an unnamed motel in the Denver area was where she was living. And what I did on my live was I pulled up their Google reviews and read them.
Oh no.
And I'm telling you, these reviews were like, okay, there's a bunch of hookers that live here and their children are in the parking lot playing unaccompanied, and there's syringes everywhere, and there's roaches, and
no. Dude, that sounds like the South Valley or the war zone here in Albuquerque. Dude.
It's not good stuff. It is not
That
good
is
stuff.
so, yeah, that's dangerous, dude. When I was working security last time, so I worked a lot of Walmart parking, just cruising around, right? Just cruising different lots and whatnot. Dude, in the morning, like I'd work the night shift. In the morning, I would look around. I wouldn't realize it overnight. Like there's a lot of shit that would go down in the hood. And there would be syringes everywhere. And me and asset protection had to go around and pick up all the syringes, like the gloves, and put in a box. It was nuts, dude.
Yeah, she did remix. She did.
Wait, what happened?
So,
oh dang,
it's only funny because I think she's a bad person. But NTF did live under a bridge. That is true.
Yeah, I feel sorry for some. Like there was a time. I'm just saying in general. Like there was a back in the day when we were back in the '90s. I was working for somebody that transferred paper files from the police department to digital. And on my lunch break, we had a Subway just right. I just walk down the street under the bridge and go to Subway, and there was a mother and a daughter. Literally, like they were there because they had no choice. And I would get them a Subway sandwich and chips and a drink every day for my lunch. And sometimes I would sit and eat lunch with them. But I mean, I feel bad for some people that are in that situation or have been there. You know what I mean? But some people are there because they want to be. You know, that's the thing. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
So in Brooklyn, I had so like my father taught me this. Like in New York, you usually have like a homeless person that lives in your neighborhood, at least one, right? Even if it's a nice part of New York. And there was this guy. So growing up, he would always take care of this woman who was on our street. Give her money, blankets, things like that.
Sure.
So like that was something that I did as an adult. Seeing how he did.
Right.
And
humanitarian work. Yeah.
Yeah, there was this guy who lived on our street in Brooklyn, his nicest guy, but he was sick and he didn't want to. He was homeless. That was all he knew. He had been homeless in New York for like 20 years. I was just amazed you could survive in the streets 20 years.
Right. It used to be New York. I don't know. It's none of my business, but when or if or where you live. But I think
we go through it. Everybody
knows.
where I'm at and where I've been.
Well, I'm just saying, I
live in
know
nice
that it was
neighborhoods, though.
it was more dangerous in the 70s, 80s. I think up to a certain point in the 90s, they started putting, I think, undercover and uniform officers on subways. They started like being more interactive with the community, trying to make New York City a safer place.
It was Giuliani. So I was born in '86, and
Yeah.
up until about sometime like a little bit early '90s when Giuliani started, but before he became mayor, we would like drive on the highway and there would be like whole cardboard cities, like cities.
Really? Are you
Not like-
serious?
Yeah, not like one, but like a place where like you had like 40, like whatever, 20, 40 homeless people living in one spot. In New York, after Giuliani, that doesn't exist anymore. So he
Wow.
made an army of police. And I'm not kidding you, one day all the homeless people were gone. They just disappeared.
Wow.
It
Well,
was
let me ask you a question. What's your opinion on when they, I don't know if they still have it there, the stop and frisk? Because I didn't agree with that. I didn't, I mean, I get it, but I don't agree with it because it violates our Fourth Amendment rights.
Right. So here's the thing, right? New York,
Mhm.
when Giuliani was the mayor, and even Bloomberg, who was kind of like a fake Republican, but
Yeah.
riding Giuliani's wave, they kept the city really safe. And part of that is like New York City cops, they don't fuck around. They don't mess around.
Yeah, they don't. You don't mess with them.
Yeah, like you, if you live in New York, you've definitely seen cops beat people up. Like that's like,
it's sad.
and but the stop and frisk thing was really to target, because like I had friends. I went to public school, so like I went to school with kids of color, like black kids, Spanish kids, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't me, the white kids, or the Asian kids that were getting stopped on the train, and frisked. It was just the kids of color. Like that's pretty much.
That's what I saw on
was
TV
about.
too. And then Michael Beverly just said too, yeah, Terry stops have been deemed constitutional searches. But how though? How could they be deemed? I think Michael's a lawyer. I could be wrong. But how could they be deemed constitutional though in the United States? Because I could be wrong. I think no, Michael Beverly's in the U.S. But how can they be deemed constitutional though? Isn't it violation of our Fourth Amendment rights? I think Good Guy even agrees with me on that one, right? I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, I do agree to an extent. I mean, there shouldn't be policies that allow cops that much discretion to the point where you just pull out any black kid and be like, "Yo, open up your backpack."
Right. That's racist, actually.
Yeah, like it's not fair to like that. I used to take the train because I went to a school you had to test into, so it was kind of far from where I lived. So I used to take the train like an hour and a half, but so did a lot of kids, because when you go to a school that you test into, like kids come from further away, and like it's not fair that like black kids come from the Bronx and dude gets stopped like once a month. Meanwhile, I could freely go to and from.
Right. Yeah. It's like, well, it's weird because and correct me if I'm wrong. I think you might be Italian. I think I heard that. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just saying there is such a thing as like a certain, privilege to some people in certain places. Like I'm a minority here. I'm actually a minority here in my state. And there is some like, R-wordism, but there's not a lot like there used to be, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
no, totally.
There are people here that instead of the white privilege thing, it's another actual culture or two that do the privilege thing here, which is the opposite of most of the rest of the country. And I don't think a lot of people know about that,
Yeah, well, I think unfortunately, racism is not just reserved for white people. So like I played, I played baseball in high school, so I had a lot of friends that were like Hispanic. I also had a lot of friends that were Hispanic just from school. But like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, like you're considered in a higher class the lighter your skin is. Like that's a fact in that culture.
Yeah.
Like they actually tease kids that are black.
That's wrong. Yeah, that's the
Like,
one thing.
people
Before
that
I
are
forget
Spanish
this,
black.
Michael Beverly answered our question. I just don't want to forget it. I hate to interrupt you. It's very interesting talking to you, by the way. He says the Terry Doctrine takes officer safety into account. Police must be allowed to do a quick frisk to discover, but they would have to have probable cause. They'd have RAS, reasonable articulate suspicion. That's my opinion. I get what Michael's saying though too. What's your opinion on that, Gigi?
Well, I think cops should. I think being a cop's really dangerous, and I think they should have some, extra ability to defend themselves, like protect themselves.
Right.
Because they are the targets, right? They like you kill a cop, you're like.
They're on Minecraft, but yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Like, in some areas, some people, like some groups, they might celebrate that kind of thing, and I think they need to protect themselves. I don't know. It's tough. You don't want your government to be able to do whatever they want to you,
Right.
but at the same time, like,
or it becomes tyranny.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, I get your point and what Michael Beverly said, because officer safety. But sometimes officers will take that too far and they'll use that for every single little thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Hey, Jeff, it was actually good talking with you. Good being on the
You
panel.
too. Hey,
I
I think it's the first time you've been on my panel, isn't it? Your first time?
The first time I was on here for more than like a minute, pretty much.
Oh, well, thanks for coming up. And hey, we got each other's phone numbers. I don't check my phone all the time, and I did change my main number, but I still have my other. Let's pick a time. We'll just shoot the shit in the phone and just talk, man. I don't think we've done other than text. We haven't really talked like this, and I really enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, for sure. And then I will say one other thing.
Okay.
Since they are watching, you don't have to worry about me calling your mother-in-law NTF. Don't worry about that, because your name's not Cameron Decker, so I'm not that worried about you.
And I don't, I know you and Cam have this thing. Me and Cam have had our thing, and sometimes he's brought me into drama that I didn't ask for. And it's like, why? What did I do to you? And then he thought I struck his channel, and wasn't even my email. It wasn't even me.
Oh, that's
I was like,
to the Thorpe on that Thorpe channel.
Yeah, I had my wrench. Dude, I was in there. I'll be honest. I was in there to kind of infiltrate. And one day she was desperate. Her and Ben and her dad were desperate for donations, like $2 or above, you get a wrench. I was like, okay, I thought it was just for the day. She ended up letting me keep it because I was dropping links left and right, and I was asking questions. And he thought the DMs were going to be juicy. It was nothing. It was all about moderating and trying to get them to come over here so I could interview.
That was like when they had Ed run my background. They thought they were going to like discover something. And the worst thing they caught was that I got caught with a fake ID in college. It was pretty uneventful.
Yeah, I was on Nunya's panel the other day, and she knows all mine. I was like, I don't have what you call, I guess you could say, criminal record, but I have some speeding tickets, failure to year to yield, minor possession of alcohol. It's like they're all made basically infractions.
Little things.
Yeah, it's like. So when they find out you don't have a criminal record, they go after your personal life, and they find out there's nothing there either. And it's like, just stop, because there's some people that are actually breaking the law, and they don't realize it yet. Like the people didn't know until recently they were going to get arrested, and they did, and it took us over a year and a half. And it was because
weird. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Weird things about backgrounds. So this was a really weird thing to lie about. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and she can prove it, but so the person ran NTS background and her husband's background has all kinds of like arrests. The guy was like robbing, like stealing, breaking and entering, grand larceny, theft, petty theft, like possession. He was getting arrested all the time. She chose to have a kid with him, but he was getting arrested all the time. Now she says that she served 30 days for domestic violence. There's one thing on her record. Okay, she's lived in a lot of low rundown motels. She didn't have, to what I remember, I don't think she even had a DV arrest on her record. I don't think she even had an arrest period on her record from what I remember. I could be wrong. And
that's
she
a good
definitely
thing, then.
didn't have a conviction. It's a good thing, but why lie about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Why would you want to?
Right. Like what?
It's like
that's what's weird to me. Like, why tell people you serve 30 days? And like, it's not cool. Like, who thinks that's
right.
cool?
Exactly. Well, okay. Here's another one. First of all, Nunya said something here. It says, "Cam did that to me too at Southwest Jeff." You have to refresh my memory what I said that he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like, okay, so the other day people sent me a couple screenshots. So I guess General El Brandito went live or something doing some kind of thing, getting his night bot or whatever. And there was some shit going on in there. And oh gosh, I was getting to a point. See, my memory's starting to suck really bad. I'm getting old. Brain cells too. But
yeah.
You had oh shoot, there was something I was going to say. Oh yeah, he said so. Apparently that was a real. I don't know if it was real MTF. Apparently it was. She was in there. Like I'll be honest, I was rooting when I was watching this little thing, and she was going after Brandon. Brandon says I lied. You guys took the bait, and now he's saying that it never happened. But yet he put his paper, at least one piece of his paperwork. It's still up. Well, at least last I saw it was still up on his community page. So why is he trying to backpedal and say he didn't do what he said he did, but yet there's proof on his community page? It makes no fucking sense. So I will give NTF props for that, for calling him out on that one, big time. So, but yeah, I don't know. I was going somewhere, but my memory sucks, so I lose my train of thought. I'm getting old.
I keep interrupting you and talking over when you're in the middle of saying something, so that doesn't help.
No, you're fine.
All right, cool. I am going to jump, but it was nice being up here.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it, man.
All right, take care.
You too, brother. Bye. That was cool. That was cool, guys. That's I think the longest talk that Good Guy have ever had, and I think that was pretty productive. I mean, I learned some things, and yeah, interesting. He also cleared up some things too. So a lot of things that I thought were true too didn't even happen. Wow, I think that was pretty productive. What do y'all think? If I missed anybody, as far as like an important comment, I apologize. Or if you did a donation, I apologize if I missed you. I hope the mods thanked you, and I will rewatch it and make sure I thank you publicly next time. And I know there was at least one dono and one membership. I really appreciate that. And you know what it goes for mostly, aside from my computer, obviously. When I do the goal stuff, that's towards my computer. When I don't do a goal, when I do get a check, which is rare and it's not very big. Oh, we got American Dream. Oh shit, we got American Dream in the house. What is up, my brother? It goes to my grandchildren mostly. The birthdays start this month, so I won't get a check this month, but next month I'll get a small one. And I appreciate you. And so I'm working on the computer and then also my grandkids. All right, we have a special guest coming up. Welcome, Darrell, to the stage.
What's going on?
Hey, man, long time no see on panel. You want to share a panel? You can do that to keep yourself alive if you want, man.
I would, but I'm got a lot of things to do before I leave on Friday.
Okay, don't tell anybody where you're going, obviously, or you're on the internet. But so you're taking off on another business trip, I assume, or somewhere.
No, it's family related.
Oh, okay. Cool. Something that's going to be good or fun, exciting?
Helping one family member move, actually.
All right. Well, you're helping somebody. It's a family member, so it'll be a kind of a working thing, but it'll be a fun thing at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of driving too, but at least they'll be able to see this family member more often because they'll be a little bit closer.
That's good. That'll be good. Larkbusters. Larkbusters, you're perfectly capable of protecting yourself. Trust me. You're one of the best trolls in the freaking community.
I've been watching the chat on the big 70-inch TV. Trying to get some other things done.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what you texted me earlier about those particular videos, are you do you want to announce when they might be released, or is there nothing you want to say right now? Or
Plan is to have one up and running Friday before I leave. I'm just trying to get this camera working right because I got it up and running. Got most of the angles. I'm just trying the sound ain't coming out very well. I got to get that adjusted and I'll have a video to release.
Ooh. Can you tell everybody what the video may be about?
It's the unboxing video.
Oh, the first one? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So y'all look out this weekend, I guess, right? Friday, possibly, maybe Saturday.
Yeah, I want to drop it Friday before I leave, and then that way it got some time to go through over the weekend. So we'll have some views. Be good to start off the weekend with some content.
There you go. Is this Craft Team?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? I thought I'd pop in for a bit.
Oh, is this Kaz at home?
Hey?
You sound like Kaz at home.
No, usual me.
You sound just like Kaz at home. Oh my goodness, she's from Australia and you sound just like her.
Oh no, I'm over the pond.
Yeah, you've been up here before.
Yeah, a couple of times, I know.
I think I said the same thing the first time you came up here. I was like, "Is this Kaz at home from Australia?" I think you're from Australia, but you're not the same person. I hope you're well.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very, very well. Hey, American Dream, if you want to come up, man, you're welcome to come up. Good to see you, brother. But yeah, how are you doing? You doing good? The weather treating you well and all that good stuff?
Bloody hot over here.
What's that?
We're hot. It's hot weather over here at the moment. We're in a mini heat wave.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, well, I'm in the desert in the Southwest U.S. That's why I go by Southwest Jeff. And we're it's actually, I would call it perfect weather. It's in Fahrenheit, but I guess if I was to convert it to Celsius, it'd be 25 degrees Celsius for a high. I don't know what the low would be called. Probably 10 or 15 degrees Celsius for an overnight low. So it's kind of almost perfect. That's around 70s during the day, upper 40s, low 50s overnight low. And we're kind of in a cool spell.
We've been around that the last couple of days.
Right. That's nice. I don't know yet, but that's a horrible question to ask like that. Wait,
really?
So you're not dying? Oh, I have a procedure to find out something in a couple of weeks. And somebody decides to come in and says, wait, so you're not dying, Jeff? Like people want me to die, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. But anyways, but yeah, it's kind of like almost perfect weather. It's like room temperature, well, maybe a little warmer with the sun outside. And at nighttime until about midnight, it's still like shorts and t-shirt. And for like maybe 4, maybe 5 hours, it's a little bit chilly.
Oh, once at midnight, it's cold down there. Believe me.
Yeah. Well, it depends what time of year. If it's, I would say the only time it doesn't get cold at night or chilly even would probably be mid-June, maybe to August. But anything the other time of year, it can get, and especially people who are used to humidity like Darrell is, the dry heat. So it may be like 70 or 60, but it feels like maybe 40 or 50 to him because he's used to humidity. And I get it. Yeah, it's the high deserts. The desert in general's got weird weather. It can be real, real hot. And it can be freaking cold sometimes. It's It's kind of like northern. It's like the outback, the
Yeah.
desert. It's like that. It can be really hot in the day and get, chilly at night. All right, there's the fake cap. Somebody get rid of that fake cap. Well, did I say earlier, as long as they don't do anything wrong, don't do anything? Okay, if they're cool, don't. All right, it's already been done.
Yeah, we're finally hitting the 70s up here.
Nice. Usually, yeah, it's that time of year up there. Yeah. Okay. Around 1st of May is tomorrow, so.
Had been talking about this major storm coming through. It hit Wednesday and swept just south of the cities. We're like, what the hell is all this severe storm weather? There's people putting TikTok videos about hail, and it's like,
wow.
It's got all this green grass and everything. It's like, dude, everything's still greening up here. That's from like 2 years ago.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm listening, and yeah. I have to address a few things. I don't know who that person is. I think might have been timed out, but Mose or M057 hated. I don't know. I don't have to address anything to anybody. Just FYI. So just throw that out there. And that's not the real cat, folks. But as long as they don't dox or threaten, break the law, or continue to spam, just leave it alone, please. Sorry, go ahead, Daryl.
So I'm glad it didn't hit us, but it's just like they're making such a big deal out of it for like since last weekend, and it's like big news, and we're like, okay, it's first major storm coming through, big deal.
Right. Did the chat lock up on you guys' end? Because it did there we go. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, it's blocked. I hate it when the chat locks up. Sorry. It's kind of hard. We only had 97 here now. We had 130 or something earlier. It's kind of hard when chat's flying. It's not going as fast now. Yeah, the weather up there can be fickle. I remember, I think it was 95. I moved back to Texas for a little while. I came back up, and it was 4th of July, and we went to this. I forgot it was somewhere. I'm not going to say the city, but it's a suburb of South Minneapolis, St. Paul, and it was nice during the day. It was like maybe 70, 75, 80, somewhere around that area. But we were there for the fireworks, and holy cow, did it get cold real fast that night. No rain, no wind, really, clear skies. It was just like a breeze that came in, and it dropped like to 40 degrees. I mean, it was July 4th. It's like, what the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, no.
And especially higher altitude. But another thing, what he said about Minnesota, I call it Minnesota, is that January is one of the sunniest months.
Whatever.
So, did you support going real world with real screen?
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious that I do it.
Well, I mean,
I think removing someone's screen from the wall that is protecting them from other humans is the only way sometimes to make a point.
Like the wall you put up to block me the other day?
Wait,
shut up!
Why can't you, honestly, try to do some good in the world? Why is it always got to be this fucked up bullshit you pull with your buddies?
The problem is that you think it's always just fucked up bullshit with my buddies.
Why can't you come on here and have a good time?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, making other people miserable.
Well, sometimes I come up and I'm actually nice. I'm actually being nice to you.
That's what you're about. That's what you're about, making other people as miserable as you are.
I don't know about all that.
It's the truth. That's fact.
Oh, just because you say it, listen, but I respect that shit.
It's my channel. I think I can say what I want to say.
That's what I'm saying. I told you the other night. I gave you permission. You can say whatever thing you wanted about me.
And on your channel, you allow Bird to come up and say, I don't even know Bird has fucking kids for him to do
That's
that.
a bold fake lie, Alyssa.
I swear on everything I know in life, I've never talked about his children. Ever.
Before the other night or after?
Ever on YouTube. Ever.
No, Alyssa, you lie. You lie like a rug.
Do you have clip evidence for that?
Yeah,
I don't need evidence. It never happened.
It did. It's on your channel. Right after I ran you around on my channel, you went live on your channel saying Bird's kids are dumb and all this other shit.
I did. I said again, Bird's kids are fucked up in the head. Now you can say it. It's true.
This has been great.
303.
Who is this?
Have you signed those divorce papers yet?
It's Freeside. That it is. I'm not getting divorced, Freeside.
She's coming right over to me, man.
Hey, I didn't say anything about it.
Freeside got hopes and prayers, guys.
Just a shame. Just a shameful person.
I get it.
Miserable, just like him.
Do I seem miserable, though?
You're miserable. Only people that are miserable in life make other people miserable in life.
No, your friends are pieces of shit.
I'm not into any shit.
Yeah, your friends are pieces of shit. That's how you got involved in this.
I don't have friends on YouTube, motherfucker.
And the people you hang out with. You are who you hang out with here.
What does that mean? They come to the channel. What do you want me to do?
They use you. and did they walk on you and you let them?
Isn't that what you did to Lisa here? You had that one tonic whole thing with Bird?
Bro, I literally told her not to play with me.
What do you mean that? You just hopped on her channel to do that.
The other night. What are you talking about before that?
Before that.
Oh. Yeah, the other night I told you not to come on the panel, not to play with me, and you did. It blew up in your face.
Told me not to come on your panel.
I said you shouldn't. No. I invited you. I said you were scared, and then I said you shouldn't come up here because it's not going to work out for you.
Well, how'd it work out for you?
She ratted out AC, or she ratted out Brett and time.
Why do you say that?
I know better. I know.
Did you watch that stream, Abe?
No.
I did watch I did go back and rewatch you guys.
Right. So I played the clip of her saying that she gets her gummies from Brett instead of playing the one that she wanted, where she was talking shit about the kid.
I think that was a misspoken statement.
Yes, it was a joke. Get over
Right.
it.
It was said in jest, so now what?
Yeah.
Cool. It's a joke. The fact that I know where Brett gets all these gummies and who his friend is and how he gets paid and all this shit is just a funny joke, right?
Why would you be worried about what Brett's doing?
Because my goal is to mess with Brett as much as humanly possible.
I doubt that'll ever in your lifetime happen.
I already have done it, Lisa.
Wait a minute, what's stopping you?
You done?
Listen, Lisa.
PS on him? Did you call elders committee or some bullshit? What'd you do?
Who's that?
I didn't do any of that yet.
Yeah.
But what's stopping you from messing with Brett? Just because she says what she says doesn't mean you can't mess with Brett.
I'm still messing with
Whoever
Brett. The
that
fact that I
is.
have the information,
I don't think so.
there's Brett.
I don't
So
think
wait, you think you're smoking?
This is a big troll. I'm up here messing with her a little bit, ostensibly showing Brett that I know all of his shit.
Something to work with, kid.
But you think your smoking gun is him sending her gummies when it was obviously just a big joke? It sounds like it was a troll on you.
But you don't get it.
Oh.
What
You
part of that did I get?
I don't want nothing to do with her. There's no report via her. It doesn't matter that she doesn't get them. This was all one big game to share that I have the information, that I know how Brett's doing it.
Well, you're trying to figure him out.
No, I literally lied. I don't know that you did anything. I just played that clip and talked a bunch of shit. That's all I did.
Oh, well, thank you for being straight. I appreciate that, 303. I really do. Thanks. Y'all heard it here first, folks.
That's true.
I'm just saying, it's not that hard. Like,
so where do you go from here? Where do you guys go from here?
Me and Bird have been separated.
You've done separated, you said?
Yeah, we separated, right? Our actions are separated now.
I find that very a hard pill to swallow, but
somebody for her divorce from you. I'm with
What? You want to pay for Rachel's divorce?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, fucking throw her PayPal like 10 G's. She can leave me out.
I'm not gonna throw her. You said so. Send her over.
No, if you want her, send her the money. She'll get the divorce.
No. I know how crooked you are.
You don't get it. You can send it to her.
You don't get it. You're crooked. I'm gonna send some money to a PayPal you give me. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, pretty much. It's hers. It's confirmable.
I don't believe
it goes straight to her account.
Well, ain't gonna happen then.
Yeah, you could joke. You couldn't pay my wife to divorce me anyway.
Jesus, I don't believe you.
Kindly hurry up and sign the papers, man.
Freeze, bud. You're never gonna get there. You can talk as much shit as you want here because she'll let you, but.
Hey, I could be. Is that really you or a fake? I'm serious with you, 303.
What?
I don't know. What else? What did you and Bird practice this little saying that I was talking about it. I didn't even hear AC's
No,
name come up.
I came up with that on the fly, and all I wanted to do was share that I know what Brett is doing. That's it. I know who his people are. I know how he gets paid, and I know how he's doing it. That's all I'm up here playing with. It had nothing to do with you, Lissa.
This is like a James
Well,
Bond.
enlighten me. I'd like to buy some from him. How do I go about doing it?
Yeah, me too. Throw me in there too.
Go hit him up.
Let me
Go hit him up. I'll make you a deal. I'm gonna post all of the information later on tonight. If you guys want it, you can come over to my panel. You can come up on panel, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right? I've got owners. I've got names. I've got Better Business Bureau. It's so great.
What are you going to
Brett,
make a complaint? Oh, great.
oh no! I definitely have already made a complaint.
Is there any involvement with the NSA and Langley in this by chance?
No, why?
No. It just sounds like a big covert operation.
Who handles illegitimate drug smuggling through the mail?
Set up 303 is the biggest fool on YouTube.
That's what's up. I'm the biggest fool on YouTube.
So that does make him a fool.
But what I say happened. So I mean, how much of a fool am I?
Hey, have you ever heard what let me think for a minute. You know, when a child follows their dad, you follow your dad. Your dad a dick. Break that chain, whatever. Oh.
I literally am a foster kid. I don't have a dad.
That's too bad.
Hello?
Yep. Real quick, Swedish Sugar also sent illegal substances through the mail and still does.
Oh, hey, Connie. Connie, actually, hey, check this out. I have the messages for. Is Connie still here?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I have the messages, brother, where Swedish Sugar came to my house in the last couple of weeks, dog.
Yeah.
Swedish Sugar's gonna go to court soon. She literally sent people, she says, this 303's address, I have to go through Fort Collins. And she literally sent pictures of the house and everything.
Fucking idiot.
You can thank GoldenEye for ratting out Swedish Sugar. I just haven't gotten there yet.
He's stirring up shit. That's all he knows how to do. Him and her
No. Look, I didn't know Connie was going to come up here, Lisa. Listen, Lisa.
Listen, Lisa, you are obtaining illegal substances through the mail, and that is a crime, a federal
You know,
crime.
guys,
in fact.
this sounds like a whole lot of word sauce.
Abe, shut up.
I do.
Abe, shut the fuck up.
You have me arrested.
Well, you're not denying it.
Hey, Abe, shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's all you got to say, dude?
Yeah, bitch.
If she doesn't cross state lines, if she doesn't cross state lines, it's not a felony. It's a misdemeanor.
Where's the smoking gun you got on me there, Rebel? I'm just curious.
Both of them, Rebel. 303's making this shit up as they go.
No, it's not made up. It's not made up, Lisa.
Oh, I'm sure.
Rebel, listen. Okay?
One thing I know, Lisa, is if 303 and Bert are involved, like, it's not made up. All right, like it's not.
That's right. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's not true though. Because
it is.
You guys should listen to Rebel.
I fucking sent 6 kilos of gummy bears to all of them.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you should listen to Rebel.
She sent me 8 kilos just the other day.
Look,
Abe, shut the
I know
fuck up,
what's
you fucking
bullshit, and I know what's not. Get off
Somebody's
fucking everybody's
triggered.
jock.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous now, damn it.
I know.
The
I got a shipment coming, Lady Di, baby girl.
Oh, shit.
We gonna get higher than fuck.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about.
Ladies,
Like,
man, like
Rebel,
these
we're not
fucking
doing
stupid
anything to
fucking old
Lisa.
ladies and shit. Like you fucking junkie trailer trash fucking scum. Brett supporting fucktards. Like, why don't you fucking off yourself, Lisa? Off yourself, you fucking cunt.
what? How do you say I support him? You know, he's
Off
got me
yourself,
perma-blocked.
Abe, you fucking bitch.
He's got me perma-blocked on his channel, but you say I support.
Fuck you, faggot.
all that. I don't get
Ellen
it.
wants her dildo back, Rebel.
Is that it?
Jesus.
Three sides on his ventilator. I hope he dies soon. Fucking pussy.
What is this whole dark thing going on? What's up with that?
Lisa. Hang on a second. Lisa, you bought this channel from ASMR?
Not this one. This
Yeah.
one. I got one from Asmar.
You bought a channel from ASMR? Why?
Why not?
Why didn't you just make a new one?
That's weird as shit.
I probably could have.
You're smart enough, lady. You're
What's
smart
wrong
enough,
with
lady.
me helping somebody out, 303?
What?
What is wrong with me helping him out? So I bought a channel. What's the big?
Why would you want to buy anything that ASMR is involved in?
What does that mean?
ASMR is a fucking predator fuck too.
Care what he
Now
said.
here we go with everyone's a predator again. See, dude, this is where
Shut the fuck up, man.
Abe, you're a fucking predator, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, let's see the receipts on that, buddy. See, that's the whole thing I have is that everybody's a predator.
Bro, why does everybody's fucking pinata talk back to me?
Well, my point is,
you're a pinata. You're up here to abuse and change the subject. Sit back until an adult speaks to you.
Does that include or include you guys? I'm just curious.
Just want to
Bro,
know.
we own you.
You talking to me? Ain't nobody owns me. Nah, it's not happening.
Yes, they do.
It's not happening, buddy.
Yeah, they do.
So,
when everyone knows what time it is, it's scary for you.
Hey, Bert says everyone's afraid to mention his name. I'm not afraid to mention his name. I just did now. Now what? Who cares?
You're not ever gonna get the Bird smoke out of it. You really want Bird to pull up on you now? You're fucking weird.
I mean,
I say you should, honestly. I say fuck that. Like, these people are never going to learn until they have people go real life on them.
Everybody's scared and running now, I guess.
Yeah, everybody is scared and running
I'm
now.
still in my boots as we speak. Can you not tell?
You are
Lisa's
not
trying to say
involved in
something.
I said Rebel can't fuck Abe because you said fuck you, Abe.
No, I
without
guess
a deal.
so.
Strap on. Are you mad because
A cop showing at her door. Lisa's going to have the Fed showing at her door.
Oh, yeah, whatever we're going to do. Lisa, we got to get you in hiding. You want to go to Rocky's Hideaway?
Brad, they just get permission, they gonna show up here. Call the DEA.
Lisa's going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Lisa's going to get in trouble.
Can I get the cigarettes you tried for earlier? How many feeds you want?
I know better. I know that ain't.
Lisa, you good?
I am.
Look at this faggot came up here to fight for.
The Mexican plug is here.
Like the little midget came up here to fucking defend her.
Did you stick
need to
that
take care of
stone
anything?
rebel?
Are you good?
How about the lollipop deal?
Don't be bouncing on that thing on this one, bud.
It's the lollipop deal.
So you need me to take care of anything, Lisa? Are you good to go?
Hey, who's your boss? Who's your boss? I gotta talk to them motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We gotta talk about how you're involving your company in these fucking weird sexual exploits online.
Yeah, show that. Show that.
Right.
Okay. All right. You want to do it here? Or should we go do it on my channel?
Oh, I'm not going to follow you. In fact, I'm not even going to watch.
You're
If you're going to do it,
Because
just
you're
fucking
watching like everybody else. I have proof. You watch
Okay.
every single word that comes out of my mouth. Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You are,
you're
you
a
just don't want
dog
her to do
lover
the same
at
thing
this
to you.
point, bro.
You weren't gonna
You're-
pull out no gun.
Lisa, you good?
He had someone pull up on him. He ain't pulling out his fucking pistol,
Lisa.
motherfucker. You ain't doing nothing.
Lisa, you good?
Yeah.
He's scared. He can't
You
even
ain't
talk
doing
to me.
shit. This pussy ain't doing nothing.
Well, for me, we're gonna go for some pizza.
He called my work.
That Asmar.
I've never cried about people calling my work. Thank you very much.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Cried and cried and cried. I have
Yeah,
the
you
direct
fucking did.
messages. I have screenshots where you were whining and crying and fucking voice chats and everywhere else like a little bitch.
Okay. Okay.
It's over.
Go
It's
with
Kurt's
just show it
turn
then.
now.
Just show it.
Kurt?
I don't care. Lisa, you
I know
good?
you don't care. You're okay with you riding a plug in front of a live audience. You're fucking
Yeah,
Lisa,
he said it
you
wasn't
good?
gay. And he even tried to say it wasn't even gay.
I'm just leaving.
I mean, I'll buy it's not gay, right? I'll buy it's not gay,
Okay,
but
I'm
it's
just checking it.
predatory, right?
I'm just-
You did it in front
I'm
of
just checking
a bunch of people that were unknowing.
Hey,
Guys,
look, have some respect. I'm trying to talk to Miss Lisa here. Lisa, I'm just trying to make sure you're good.
Miss Lisa, she sounds like a fucking dude. She's like,
Okay, stop. I'm trying to talk to Miss Lisa. Thank you very much. Lisa, just want to make sure you're good. That's
You
all.
have my permission, AC. Go ahead.
fuck off 303.
Oh, I think we're all just done in for, guys.
you have my permission too, Lisa.
Lisa, if you're good, I'll let you be. I just wanted to come stop in and make sure that you're good.
What are we gonna do?
You're
Nice, sir. You're a fuck toy. Get out of here.
What does that mean?
Okay, I put them in the basement for a second because they're not letting me talk to you, Miss Lisa. Lisa, you're good though, right?
I am. I'm not buzzed yet. I should be in about 15 minutes. So, but I am.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you get back to it. I just want to make sure you're good. And no, I did not kick fucking 303. He left on his own. I just put him in the basement for a second. Rebel, I'm bringing you back up. Latest.
Lisa ain't having no heart attack.
Hey, rebel, hang on, rebel. Shut the fuck up for a second,
Shut
please.
the fuck
Thank
up,
you.
faggot.
Hey,
is that Six Vega?
Is that
shut your mouth.
Fuck yourself. Watch you out yourself. Take a gun to your head and fucking shoot yourself, faggot. Take your shotgun and shoot yourself in the head, faggot. Are you blood supporting fucking fag?
Are you done? Now, Rebel, did I not hear you say?
Birds here. I don't want to hear it.
Did I not hear you say, Rebel, that you called Lisa a cunt?
Fuck her leg.
Did he leave?
Yeah,
Yo.
No, I'm talking about Rebel. Did I not hear you call Lisa a cunt approximately 5 to 8 minutes ago?
Who are
Did
you?
I not hear that, Rebel? Because it's clipped.
I am a cunt.
Shut up, Lisa.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you being the white knight right now?
He ain't got
Lisa,
nothing better to do.
Do you have a boyfriend that should be worried about your like well-being and shit, or are you a big girl? You can handle yourself.
Yes, I have called Lisa a cunt because she is a fucking cunt.
Thank you, baby. Go ahead, Bird.
Bam.
Uh-oh. My pride's here. Go ahead, Birdie Doe.
Hey, talking to me?
No, you're not Bird. Shut the fuck up, babe.
Yeah, you ain't Bird, motherfucker.
She brought me up. I can't see. Get fucked.
The other guy talking is not Herb now.
Just be quiet, Abe. Let me hear this. Bird, you got something you want to say? I didn't think so. Go ahead, 303. Go ahead, Corrosive.
What's up, Corrosive?
I'm wondering why Rebel's so cranky. What's the matter, little guy?
No, Rebel's on the team, bro. We made sure that we dode him down.
So cranky the last
No, I'm actually trying to tell you. He's actually not cranky. What happened was we dode him down. He is feigning this. He's part of the psyop.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, we make sure Rebel gets taken care of when we need his help.
So Rebel's literally your bitch.
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, if I'm willing to pay the dude and he wants to get paid, then why not, bitch? Too.
Literally your bitch. This is hilarious.
Wow.
Where's AC at?
And then if I took money from Lisa, then I'd be Lisa's bitch, right? And then like, fuck this fucking cunt. I don't want her fucking money.
AC took off. He tied.
Either, bitch.
I don't want your fucking money, you trailer park fucking trash.
Oh, listen to
I
little
agree.
Rebby
Listen,
talking all
listen.
big and bad. Rebby's talking all big and bad. He was crying yesterday about people fucking with his life. Today he's
Bro, go sniff some more Johnson & Johnson, Corrosive.
Yeah, he's here.
Short man. All right.
Now shut up.
Rebel. There's something wrong with you.
Lisa,